Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to show you what we're going to do today. It's the start of our endangered species research report. It's going to be super fun. This is my favorite paper to write. I think you guys are going to really like it. So we're going to start off with our planning page today. All we're going to do is choose our topic. So our topic is going to be chosen from Animal Planet or World Wildlife. So first I want to show you how to get to this planning page. So you'll see the planning page has it broken down. We're going to do a certain color each day. Today we're just going to focus on the red boxes, which are just the topics and subtopics. So I'm going to start off with showing you where this is. So when you go to Google Classroom, you're just on the regular page. You're going to go to classwork at the top, and then you're going to go over to your writing pieces. And it hasn't posted yet because I'm making this early, but you'll see this assignment. It says endangered animal writing piece. When you click on it, yours will look different than mine always, but once you click on it, it'll be on the top right, and you'll be able to click planning endangered animals. So the planning one is the one we're working on now. We don't need to type anything on the Google Doc for the official assignment yet. All we're doing is planning it. So you'll click on planning, and it's going to look like this. So that will give you the two links that you need to be able to choose your animal. So this is an endangered animal. Remember, endangered animals are animals that are close to extinction. Extinction means that they're no longer on the planet Earth. There are 0 of those animals left, like the woolly mammoth. That's an extinct animal. So endangered animals means that there's not very many left and that they might become extinct if we don't start protecting them. So we're going to look at 2 websites to choose your animal. So some of them might be on both websites, some are only on one. So you're going to take some time to kind of explore them. So if I go to the Animal Planet website, I can click on it and it pops up a little window that I can click. And the window will give me a whole bunch of pictures of endangered animals. So I can scroll through here and I can choose any of these animals. You can click on them to read a tiny bit about them. If you're stuck on a couple, maybe you'll write it down in your notebook, write a couple down while you're looking through the rest so you don't forget which ones you liked. We've got some different types of penguins, there's whales, there's different types of gorillas. So when you're writing down what your animal is, don't just write gorilla because all gorillas are not endangered. You need to write eastern lowland gorilla or whichever other one you wrote. Maybe Bornean orangutan. You're not just going to write monkey because that could cover a bunch of different options. So you can scroll through all of these. You'll see there's lots of different sea turtles, so you need to make sure you're specific on which one you picked. You can go all the way through, and if you're not interested in any of these, or if you just want to check out the other one, that's why I said maybe you should start making a list of the ones that maybe you might choose, because you don't have to choose right first thing. So we can finish with this one. I'm going to even leave the tab open in case I decide to go back to one of them. So I'm going to go back to Planning Endangered Animals, my planning sheet, and I'm going to go to the World Wildlife page. Now this one doesn't have as many pretty pictures, but we're going to have to click to see them. So I might look through and notice some of the names like, ooh, a leopard. Leopards look cool to me. So if I click on that, it's going to give me a bigger picture, and maybe I can read some of the facts to be able to see if that's one that I think looks interesting to write about. If not, I can go back and I can choose something else. Rhinos are really interesting. Oh, some of these were on the other one too. Here's another rhino. So I click this rhino. Oh, he's cute. All right, I like that one. So maybe I write this one down, Javan rhinos. So I have all these different pieces of facts about him. I have a picture of him, and I'm going to maybe write that down in my notebook, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to keep looking. Notice that on the side it says critically endangered. That means it's really, really close to being all the way extinct. But as I go down here, then there's just endangered, which means there's a few more of them, but not a ton more. What's a vaquita? I don't know either. Let's click it and find out. Aw, I think it's a dolphin. A rare marine animal on the edge of extinction. Let's see. Yep, it's kind of like a whale, dolphin, or porpoise. It's the little porpoise. Just a tiny little porpoise, and there aren't very many of them. They're very cute. So maybe I write that one on my list too. And I keep going. There's a ferret, some whales, a tuna, bonobo. Maybe I click that because I don't know what a bonobo is. So these are all still endangered, so I'm still looking at these ones. Endangered, I've got more dolphins, more whales, some sea turtles, still in the endangered section. And now right here it says vulnerable. So we're going to stop at vulnerable because those ones they're really close to endangered, but they're not quite endangered. So since this is an endangered research project, we're only looking at the ones that say endangered or critically endangered. So you can go through and choose any of these that you want to from either of the websites. Whichever one you pick, though, we're going to type into our planning page. So I'm trying to find that one that I liked. I'm going to do the Javan Rhino, which means that none of you are allowed to do the Javan Rhino because I know that you'll sneakily take all my answers. So the Javan Rhino is what I'm going to do. So I clicked on it so I can spell it correctly because I can't research something that's spelled wrong. Javan Rhino. So I'm going to go back to my planning page. And remember, we're only doing red boxes today. Topic is the Javan Rhino. And I'm going to double check that I spelled it correctly. Javen. Javan. See, I don't make a mistake. I need to go back and fix it. Javan Rhino. 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 Whew, thank goodness. All right, so I have the Javan Rhino. That's my topic. So once you've chosen your topic, we're going to fill in the subtopics. Now this is going to be the easiest part of your day. It's going to be really fast. The subtopics for everyone are going to be the same. So all you have to do is follow me and type in the subtopics. So everyone's topic is different for the whole paper, which is a different animal. But each of your paragraphs are going to have the same topic of the paragraph. So the first paragraph is your introduction, and we'll work on that later. It's blue. We're not working on that. We're only working on red. So I go down to the body paragraph 1. Remember, the body paragraphs are the ones in between the introduction and the conclusion. So I have my body paragraph number 1. My subtopic for the body paragraph number 1 is going to be the characteristics. Characteristics. And if you're not sure what characteristics actually means, you can write next to it, make yourself a little note, because this part's not actually going to go in your paper, we're just planning it, but this would be describing your animal. Describe animal. So you're kind of giving traits. Describe, comma, list traits of animal. So I want to make sure that I'm giving lots of details of things that I see in those pictures. What do I see? And maybe I'm going to go to Google and look up pictures of the whole body so I can talk about all the things. I can talk about the traits of their ears. They're sticking up. They're not laying down. They have a horn, but it's on their nose, not on their head. Things like that. I want to write all of these things in this paragraph. They're all going to be about characteristics. Now, are we actually going through and finding the characteristics today? No, because we have a purple box, an orange, yellow, and green box, not another red box. But you need to know that this whole paragraph, body paragraph 1, the topic is going to be characteristics. So then we're going to go down to body paragraph number 2. And this topic, for all of us, is going to be the habitat. So everyone's body paragraph number 2 is going to be about the habitat of your animal. So again, I'm going to put in parentheses what a habitat is so that you can remember in case you forget. The habitat would be the biome that your animal lives in, which is the type of weather, well, I guess climate is a better word, the type of climate, maybe the type of plants, types of animals, different things that have to do with their habitat. That's where they live. Habitat, climate, plants, animals, where they live. So you're typing the exact same thing as me on the subtopics. This should be really easy. So if you need to pause it and go type it, that's a good idea. So we have 2 subtopics. Then we go down to the third body paragraph. Remember, we're not actually researching anything yet. We're just typing in our subtopics. Paragraph 3, the subtopic for paragraph 3 is going to be predators and prey. Predators and prey. And we should know what this means, but predators and prey, in case you forget, you can write it in parentheses as well. Those are animals that hunt yours or animals yours, it's kind of confusing, hunts. And notice that when I keep typing, it might go to the next line. That's okay. We don't need to click enter. We're just going to keep typing and it will automatically go to the next line. We do not press enter when we're typing these in. Predators and prey are just animals that hunt yours or the animals that yours hunts. So the predators are animals that are trying to catch your animal, and the prey are the animals that yours catches. So that was our only red box, so we can stop with that one, and we all typed the same thing. We go to body paragraph number 4, and that's our last one, and it's going to be about adaptations. So in science this week, actually last week, I think by this point, you'll be learning about animal adaptations, and those are things that help your animal survive. So we're going to learn about that in science, so it's going to be a lot easier to come up with answers for. But animal adaptations are things that help your animal survive. If I look at the Javan rhino, I know that this piece right here on his nose, this horn, is an adaptation. It's something that grew because it helped him survive, probably by fighting or helping to get other animals away from it to keep itself safe. So I might have to do some research and figure that out, but I know that that's probably an adaptation. So, and you're just looking at your animal, you can see some of the different adaptations. Why are the ears up tall? Why are their eyes so small? Why are their nostrils so big? All those things are animal adaptations. So the reasons that those things are there and the exact way they are called animal adaptations. So you're going to be researching that for paragraph 4. Now, the next paragraph is your conclusion. This kind of looks red, but it's pink. So the conclusion is your pink box. We're not going to do that one. So I'm done with all my red boxes, which means that I am done with my writing for today. So the major part that you're going to be doing today is looking up your animal. Then you're just going to type in the same things that I typed in. That's it. So when we're thinking about our writing piece and what it's going to look like at the end, I want you to think about, I have a writing piece here that kind of shows you what it's going to look like when it's finished with the subtopics. So I know you're surprised, but I picked this writing piece called The World Cup of Soccer. What are informational reports? So I have an introduction, and then I have the body paragraphs. The subtopic is development. This subtopic is playing and hosting. This subtopic is watching. This subtopic is winning. And then we have our conclusion. So they have 4 body paragraphs. They have an introduction, and they have a conclusion, and it keeps all of their thoughts organized so that the reader is able to figure out exactly what they're talking about, and they can follow it without getting lost and confused. So yours is going to look similar to this because it's going to be set up exactly the same. We're going to have the subtopics bolded so that it looks like kind of little headings, and it's going to look nice and organized. So we need to make sure that we have lots of information in our planning sheet that will fill up each of those paragraphs. So make sure that you have all of the red boxes filled out for today, and we will work on this tomorrow, and we'll try to add some more, I believe, to the maybe orange boxes tomorrow. All right, good luck. Enjoy looking up all the animals. It's really fun. Take your time.